Alright, so back in September, I bought my 2018 Audi R8 V10 Plus. After 3 months of daily driving it, I decided to sell it. Let's talk about it. What's up guys, my name is Nick and welcome back to Finer Life. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about some of the things I loved about the R8, some of the things I hated about it, and why I decided to sell it. I want to preface this video by saying that the R8 is one of my all-time favorite cars, and I don't regret buying it at all, but I did sell it after 3 months. Let's start out with some of the things I loved about it. So this one's pretty obvious, but I love the design of this car. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and the color on mine was incredible. Pretty much everybody that talked to me about my car asked me if it was a wrap. And when I told them it was a factory color, they were all surprised. I really think the design is timeless, and in 20-30 years, the design is still going to be beautiful inside and out. Being the V10 Plus model, it had a lot of standard carbon fiber, and the carbon wing is just stunning. The acceleration and launch is also insane. So it's 0 to 60 in about 2.6 seconds because it's 4-wheel drive, 610 horsepower. That thing just hauls. And with the naturally aspirated V10 right behind you, it sounds insane. Driving the R8 is unlike anything I've ever driven before. The handling and steering is very precise, and it stays planted even going over 100 miles an hour. The fact that I can do this while still being easily daily drivable is just mind-blowing. Inside the car, the materials they use feel great, the leather seats are very comfortable, and it really does feel like a premium luxury vehicle. At the end of the day, I don't think any car is perfect, so here's a few things that I didn't like about it. So depending on how you look at it, this could be a good thing or a bad thing. There's no center screen. The only screen you have is the one for the gauge cluster behind the steering wheel. Because Audi did this, I think the design is more timeless because in 20-30 years, who knows what screen technology is going to be like. I'm sure current screen technology is going to be extremely outdated by then, so I see why they did it, but it comes with some major drawbacks. So obviously the gauge cluster is not a touchscreen, so that makes it a little more difficult to interact with the screen. And then also, Apple CarPlay looks awful. I absolutely could not use it. That was the first thing I disabled. This is what Apple CarPlay looks like on the R8. It takes up most of the gauge cluster, so your actual gauges become tiny and almost impossible to read. The fact that it blacks out like a third of the screen just makes it look that much worse. Not to mention that Apple CarPlay is only wired in the R8. Even though this was a 2018 model and it was over $200,000 when new, it didn't have wireless CarPlay. I also had a string of cosmetic issues with the car that really became annoying. We made a video earlier that showcased the issue with the dash on my car. So the leather dash was lifting. I'll leave the link in the description below if you haven't seen that video. And Audi replaced it under warranty. The problem is the Audi dealership caused a bunch of damage to my car in the process. They caused damage on some of the leather on the center console. They damaged up by the gauge cluster. And then also they messed up my K40 radar detector. Fortunately, they did accept responsibility for the damage, and they ended up making it right in the end. But my car was in the shop for probably over 2 weeks. While the lack of the center screen and the issues that I had with it were pretty annoying, that's really not a reason to sell the car. Honestly, there really wasn't much that I didn't like about the car. The main reason I sold it is because something pretty crazy popped up for sale, and I had the opportunity to buy it, so I did. So after 3 months, I ended up trading in the R8. If you want to see what I replaced the R8 with, check out the Finer Life Instagram where I've already revealed the new car. The R8 truly is a fantastic supercar, and I would definitely own one again in the future. If you have any questions about the R8 ownership experience, make sure to drop a comment below and I'll get back to you. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps us out. We have one more video with the R8 coming soon, and then we're going to make some videos with the new supercar. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.